Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your September the 1st spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Hope you're doing well this morning. Let's go ahead and get into that meditation. Okay. The title of the meditation, Interdependence Knows No Borders. Just as we learned in early recovery that we need each other to stay clean, we come to believe that all of us, every NA meeting and group, are interdependent. That's from It Works, Tradition 1. Interdependence may not be a word many of us use. I agree, it's not. But expressions of this principle in Narcotics Anonymous are very familiar. Our program is one of mutual aid, recognizing the therapeutic value of one addict helping another. As per Tradition 1, our individual recovery is uplifted, enriched, secured by, and dependent upon unity in purpose and a simple message of recovery. A worldwide network of meetings, groups, and service bodies are a part of the same whole. We need each other to stay clean and to carry our message using all the strategies we have to do so, such as H&I, helplines, public relations, creation of new literature, translations, and fellowship development all over the globe. Working this spiritual principle is, in large part, coming to understanding, and acknowledging that we are already practicing interdependence by being a member of NA and participating in our recovery. We recognize that healthy relationships inside and outside NA aren't unidirectional. They're reciprocal, mutually beneficial. One prime example is that sponsors help sponsees and sponsees help sponsors. The come to believe in the quotation above is a result of the broadening of our experience of recovery in NA. We start to better comprehend the role of service and the interconnectedness among our local meetings and beyond. As our group's conscience combines with others through various layers of NA services. Weighted sentence, okay? So go back and read it. Interdependence knows no borders. It is the tie that binds us. It's the ripple effects that empathy and participation have on our fellowship. It's the integrity of our movement to help addicts heal from the disease of addiction and to increase our connection to each other, to our surroundings, and to a life worth living. I need others to practice interdependence, so I'll connect with other addicts today. I'll contribute to the recovery of others and participate in my own, recognizing that they are intricately linked. Let's take a moment of silence followed by the We version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Interdependence. Right? Knows no borders. So what we're talking about today is the way that we work together. We're talking about tradition one. We're talking about unity. And we're talking about the fact that much of the foundation of Narcotics Anonymous is laid upon this first tradition, right? That there has to be unity in purpose. There has to be unity in our message, a simple message. Beyond all of the books and all of the dialogue even written in this meditation, in our literature, beyond all of that, before you even get to that, the unity of purpose has to be there. All right, the simple message, right? That any addict can stop using, lose the desire to use, and find a new way to live. A very simple 3-part message. Any person can change their life and live their life within that change. Very simple. And it removes the ability or the potential, because people will always come and disqualify themselves, right? They will always say, yeah, I stopped using, so I don't need to work on anything else, right? There will always be people like that. One of the issues is that they never really wanted to have a label, such as an addict, because they've always judged people that were addicts, right? So they definitely don't want to come within that label. Not realizing that over a period of time, the label transforms into something that embraces the spirit of recovery, right? And is beautiful. It's a beautiful experience to go from one thing and have it be transformed into something else that literally creates your usefulness in the world, right? I'm more useful to the world than I was before I stopped using. I'm more useful now, right? I'm more of a productive member of society now, a contributor rather than a taker. See, I don't always want to be labeled as a taker, right? I don't have entitlement issues. I used to, but now I understand that I can contribute in many different ways. And doing groups, supporting groups, sponsoring is a way that I help rebuild the structure of the society in which I live. So a lot of people that struggle with that term, it's because they've always judged it and they don't want to be grouped in. So you always have people that disqualify themselves, right? Yeah. I went for like a month. I got clean and I don't need to go to meetings. I don't need any of that, right? Look at me. I'm doing great, right? You will always have those individuals, but those individuals that come and stick and stay, we understand that tradition one is important. It doesn't need to be the terminology in here, right? As it starts out acknowledging interdependence may not be a word many of us use, and they're right. However, we use other terms a lot of the time that are synonymous with interdependence. The simple word we, sponsorship, fellowship, these are terms that indicate a connectedness to something other than ourselves. It's very simple. And if you're not benefiting right now in your recovery from this statement, my question would be, why? Why are you choosing alienation and isolation over the interdependence, the therapeutic value of one addict helping another being without parallel. Why are you choosing that? Because that's what it comes down to. Part of the choices that we have today and take ownership for is the ability to choose who we spend our time with, how we spend our time, and why we spend our time, when we spend our time, and if we spend our time with others or by ourselves. That's just one area I can think of. This is a beautiful meditation. There's a lot of words in here that can route a person away from understanding the simplicity of it. That we are in a life today of recovery. We remember when we say we are. And being a member automatically brings interdependence with it that has no borders because we're international, right? Some of the other borders that aren't international might be cultural, language, religion, creed, gender, sex. Those are all things that can have borders, boundaries, in other words. But in Narcotics Anonymous, this unified purpose crosses all of those. All of them. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. I look forward to talking to you again.